Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's very early in the morning for me here. But oh boy, it's been something. It's been a something 24 hours for me here. Yesterday about 3 a.m. I was woken to, it was like I don't know, spirit woke me up, okay? And I know now that it was for a purpose. Ugh. Um, so there was some sort of a major accident. I wasn't awake for that part. I was awake for the after it happened. And I seen these lights. So it was like the police car lights. And I looked and they were like roping off with the yellow tape, right? But I thought, okay, well maybe, they're having an event or something like that. But I was like, okay, well, what is this? Because I was like kind of groggy. I was tired. I could have gone back to sleep. Sometimes I wake up and then I know I'm not gonna go back to sleep. Then so then I just get up and do, and then eventually we'll go back to sleep. Well, I don't know. I saw so many police officers doing different jobs, rerouting traffic. And so I was like, well, let me just get up. And then I saw a coroner's van. Ugh. Something, I'm like, oh my God, what in the world? And I go down, go outside, and take my phone to record. Because you just never know. I don't know. I always record. You just never know. And then I saw part of a motorcycle. Saw this whole tent. I guess that's where the the body was. And I assumed it was a male because of the motorcycle and kind of how it looked, but it was like, oh my God, just so sad to me because I thought, it's sad anyway. It's a loss of life, and how that happened, it's just like so violent, It's like, ow, but I hope that it went very quickly. Anyway, I wasn't sure of what, because I wasn't getting too close, because I was so glad I didn't see it from the beginning or see the body happen and before that these people came and covered it all up. I was just grateful for that. But I kind of just wanted to be there for the parents or the family that wasn't there, and just like pray for the soul, and just kind of just be there for somebody to be there for the family. Like, I don't know. Oh man. Life is so precious, and it can be so short for some, and then so long for some others, and then some people could not appreciate it and want to take their life, and then there's people who fight for their lives. There's families who have a lot of girls and just one male heir, and the one male heir could be the one that leaves the earth early. I don't know, but so it's a purpose for you in this life and whatever you. We never know why we're certain places at certain times. It's like, what in the world? Why am I here right now? But we're serving a purpose because we work for the Most High. We work for God. We're an extension for Him on earth. He wants us to coordinate and work together to get things done here on earth. You know, it's like all supposed to be a gift, and He's made us all in His image, not all look alike because He or he, she, whatever. It's an energy that can take form within anyone. Just like, you know, these spirits, if you're empty and you don't have any substance in your foundation, if you're built on a faulty foundation, or, you know, or a lacked foundation, or not put together well, you know, using rusty nails or wood that is already have a termite and holes in it or whatever, you know. But anyway, what I'm saying is we need to be able, if you are chosen, if you want to be, okay, if you claim to be, right? God wants us to be at the right place at the right time so that we can do the work of being here for His people, to be in position for whatever reason, whatever your gifts are at that time. He can use them. So I slept yesterday like the whole day. I was so tired from being up and stuff. So I was like, I didn't get up till like 3 in the afternoon. I woke up for a little bit to make some pancakes and stuff, and then I don't know what time I went back. Maybe, I know it was morning, and I woke up at like almost 3 o'clock. It was surprising. So I was like, oh God, I don't even feel like going to the store or anything or cooking, but I got it to cook. I went to the store, made her come with me because she does not like to go. But I made her come and was like, it's not a question, let's go. Get her something to eat or go to the store. Ended up just going to the grocery store and getting this or that. So when I came back, I saw this man had picked up a part out of the street. And I was like, oh my God, he's probably related to the motorcycle person, 824, on the timer here. And so I said, hello, you know, are you here for the crash? It's like, yeah, that was my son. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just hugged him. I mean, he needed that, you know, because it's like, oh my God, picking up these pieces in the street is like all you have left. Then they didn't know, like, what happened, because I was like, well, how old? And he said 21, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know. I have my brother-in-law passed at 21, so I know how that feels to lose a life that is like young, because he was a lot younger than me, and kind of the young, anyway, you just don't expect it. But I'm glad I could be there for them, because having experience with that, as well as my own, you know, my niece and nephew after my brother-in-law passed, years after he passed. My nephew first. I think he was 23. They shot this boy, beautiful, sweet boy. A female shot this boy for the most ridiculous reason. And then his sister, my niece, passed away after giving birth. 3 months to the day. It's just like, what? So we don't ever know when we might lose a loved one. Sometimes I think that they know. I don't know. Because I can't even ask my niece. My sister said that it was like she knew. One of my sisters that was there for my niece prior to her passing. She was, there, with them, because she was helping them move and come from one state to another. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is our experiences in life, the lives of the ones that we love, they all mean something. They help in the grand scheme of things in helping someone else cope. Or God can use all these things for whatever assignment He may have for you. We're on assignment. And we're here. He uses people like you and me who are willing to do as He commands. God uses people who will give Him their all. It doesn't matter how small your all may seem to you, because little becomes much when you place it in the Master's hand. Just like the little lads who gave Jesus all He had, and the multitudes were fed with the fish and the loaves of bread. What you have may not seem much, but when you yield it to the touch of the Master's loving hand, well, then you'll understand why your life will never be the same. Ordinary people God uses, plain old ordinary people. He uses people just like me and you, who are willing to do as He commands. So sacred purpose. Having lived life and collected all the feathers, let's say, because having gone through things is how you learn to alchemize whatever may come your way, how you learn to take what life gives you and transform it into some type of love, some type of meaning, some type of help. Because in this is we speak about the 4 elements, and here's the 4, the structure, right? Earth, wind, fire, and air. Oh, wind is air. Fire, and water. Okay, so water, air, fire, earth. Okay, but then the 5th element is spirit. Is your spirit. That's the alchemical sauce. You know what I'm saying? The sauce is your spirit. And so when you have the experience and the learning and the knowing of whatever it is that your gift is, God can use that and put you in certain positions. So anyway, I was awakened. I even had videotape like, okay, well, what's wrong? What's going on now? I gone down and then I saw what it was. I was just led to stay out there and stay with that body. I couldn't see it, thank God. I saw them put it in the thing, but he was already wrapped up, you know. But you could hear the body. Saw that bike and I was like, whoa, where's the first part of the bike, you know? And then I knew that, okay, well, they aren't really focusing on up the street because afterwards they washed the areas down, you know? So I was assuming that it occurred further that way in his body. I mean, the impact probably pushed him, and what stopped him was there was a car parked there, a big heavy car. Now I have, because I looked at the video and so I see something else about this car, big old heavy, one of those Cherokee, but I don't know if it's a Mercedes ones or the Cherokee one that's bigger, like it's heavier. I remember my daughter wanted one of those, but it wasn't practical for the kids, but she always wanted one, so she was trying to look to get that when she was getting her car. Wow. But anyway, so what's coming out right now, and I'm all over the place, so take it as it resonates. Hopefully I don't waste this video because I want to upload this. So we are in the right place at the right time. We're being directed and guided to these places to be there, to help nourish people, to help nourish the collective. We have a divine purpose and a sacred purpose. So don't ever think that you're not, when you have this inkling, no, you're not crazy. You're just go with the flow and use your instincts and do what you're feeling led to do, okay? Because it does serve a purpose for someone. It really helped them to know that, someone was there because they didn't know. They're just like, and it's the daytime after it all happened, and it's like, looks totally different than when it all happened, because the cars all moved, they washed up the scene. Oh my God. And it's like, wow, right there was where this body was, and nobody even knows because they're already parking over it or walking over it, and for me that was a sacred ground, that person lost their physical life at such a young age. It lasts a lifetime. I mean, that was when my brother-in-law passed. He was 21 also, so it was just like, whoa. And that was that was almost 40 years ago. But it still feels like kind of like yesterday. Never leave. The thought of him is not ever escaped. And it was really, really hard on the family. It was devastating. People were never the same. And people blamed each other. Because it's just like, what? We were just here. And now, yesterday you were here, and now you're gone. And what happened? You know, you kind of want to know what happens, because that's what he was. They wanted to know what happened, you know. So I feel like at least I was able to give them something, and also some information, you know, like, okay, well, the toad, you know, I picked the rest of the bike up. You know, there were several people out there, like, you know, officers or whatever. They worked together speedily. I saw the coroner, late, whoever they come in with this bag, because you see it on the news, you know, like they leave with the gloves in the bag, and it's all it is this little bag. Well, I guess because they take, you know, see if they were under any influence or whatever they used to figure everything out. I saw them measuring the sidewalk from here and here and here. I saw them going this way and that way, and like looking for clues, you know, like, so they could, like, it took a while, the whole thing, because there's all, you know, this is organized steps, you know, and everybody knew their job, and everybody was doing their job. Whew. Something else, boy. And God, thank God I didn't see this all happen. But I was glad. Okay, so not only though this man who lost his son, then a tribe of women came towards, so I guess, you know, the mother, grandmother, aunt, sister, because the sister was like the translating, translating. And it was nice for them, even just to hug me, like the mother got to hug me too. It's just kind of like holding on to something, or because it's like you're the last thing that I can hold on to of my son, my loved one. You know what I mean? Something physical to hold on to, or that, okay, you were there. Oh, you know, and I sent them video. I was glad that I took the pictures and the videos, and then for praying over his soul, and praying for the family, you know, like it's out there, just like, bless his soul. I have empathy for these people. It's crazy. But I believe his soul was there, like, so crazy. A light shoe, even in the video, and it looked like a cross-ish. Oh my God. And so I pray that it gives, you know, them some peace, and I think that it did, because even after, I mean, I saw them walking around, like, you know, they were just like looking, trying to look, okay, here, there, you know, they weren't gonna find him. But it just, you know, you just kind of want to know, where was he? This is where he was, you know, you kind of feel like is their soul there. You carry the love with you, you know, the love, what they mean to you. You take them with you always. It never leaves. And their stories are as fresh as ever. The feelings are the love is fresh as ever. So life is precious, and it is a gift. I celebrating birthdays. and some people are losing theirs. So it's all precious, and so don't take it for granted, and don't take your life for granted. It's special, and God needs you, and to be wherever you are, and use your intuition to help the people that we share this earth with, okay? So I hope that you get something out of it. I hope it made sense. Okay, I'll be back with another.